During her first season at NCCU, she had a decent year. She led the nation in kills and service aces, and not only became our first volleyball All-American, but she was the NCAA Division II Player of the Year. She broke the school record for career kills and career service aces, and she did that in just 2 seasons. She was also the CIAA Player of the Year and the CIAA Tournament MVP, and leading the Eagles to a championship in 2006. She also broke the Division II record for kills with 974 in a season. So it's my honor to introduce to you to the Hall of Fame, Shari Matthews. Shari, you're from, I don't know if folks realize, from Bridgetown, Barbados. Still live there. You flew here just for this occasion. We appreciate you joining us. So how did you hear about NCCU, and how did you end up here?
I actually attended Indian River Community College, which is in Florida, and Miss Georgette Crooks, who was also the coach here at NCCU, she came down to watch me play and stuff like that. I was highly recruited from college, and I was actually supposed to be going to NC State. But then when I went on my visit there, she decided that she was going to go to NCCU and be head coach. So I decided that I would follow her, and then after I got there and I met Shawanda Hill, she was the one who made me feel like at home. I'm coming from a small country in the Caribbean. There's only 164 square miles, so you can imagine how small it is. She made me feel at home, and I decided that this was the place I wanted to be.
How did you end up start playing volleyball?
Well, my sister actually had to take me to one of her games because she actually played, so I was like that tag-along little sister. And I saw her playing, and I told her I wanted to play, and she was like, no, go in the corner. So I decided to go in the corner, and after a while, one of the coaches, he came and actually tossed me my first volleyball, and he saw that I was passed in. And that same day, I actually went into the game with her. And I started playing from there, and I actually started to make the I guess you guys call it varsity here. And I actually made that team my first year at high school.
Very good. So during your time here at NCCU, you broke so many records. Is there a record that you hold dear?
I think the National Player of the Year is a very big honor. Also the All-American, and my friends was like, no, she's all Barbadian. She's not All-American. For me, that was the highest award to be National Player of the Year. For me, it spoke a lot of volumes towards me, but also to my teammates, because without them, there's no possible way I could have achieved anything, even today. So today, I also accept this award on behalf of them, because I can't pass and set the ball to myself, you know? So it was a great honor. The girls for that year, we were all not only from America, we also had people from Jamaica and Trinidad, and then I think Aniel was from Brazil, actually, in 2007. So it was more of a whole culture of everyone coming together. We're learning from each other, and we actually became a family.
Do you have a most memorable match?
It would have to be when we beat NC State at home. I don't think they expected it to happen, but you know, for me, it was great to meet them because I was actually going to that school, and it was also great for Coach Crooks because she was actually there also before she came to NCCU. So for us to beat them and then at our home, as Angola said, I definitely got it right. We had to defend our home and know our nest. So it was good to actually be able to beat them and give them the shot of their lives.
And you mentioned the National Player of the Year. So how does being inducted into the NCCU Hall of Fame compare? What does that mean to you?
At this moment, I still don't even know. I really don't. I actually found out about it when I was at a tournament representing my country. And my dad actually told my sister that I was inducted. So she contacted me and told me I was inducted. And I was like, did you read it right? Did you read it right? And I was like, maybe it could be a letter saying, unfortunately, I wasn't. But she was like, no, it's right. So I waited until I got home and I read it myself. And then I didn't want to tell anyone yet until I knew that it would you guys would have brought it out on Facebook. And then everyone started tagging in, and I was like, yay, you know, that kind of stuff. But I think it's a great achievement. It's something that no one could ever take away from you. And there's a lot of things that people could think about taking away from you, but this, I think, is one of the highest awards. I was very excited about the Soaring Eagle Award that I received, but this one is beyond, I don't even know what to say anymore.
So who's had the biggest impact on your success as a volleyball player?
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm extremely lazy. Extremely lazy. I don't like to work out. I don't like to do anything. So for me, God has given me a talent, and all I had to do was give it a little kick. And without that talent that was given to me, I don't think I would have been where I am today. I also have to thank my family. My dad has never watched me play volleyball because he's always saying, oh, I might have a heart attack, something of the sort. So my mom has watched me play and stuff like that, but they've always backed me from number one, from day one. And anytime I had received an award, I never kept it. I always gave it to my dad. So he's the one who takes care of all of them. And for me, I win awards from my dad.
So what have you been up to since NCCU? You mentioned you're still playing?
I actually played professional volleyball. I played in Serbia, Spain, and what's the other, Romania. And for me, it was a culture shock going to these places. It's one thing to come to America where everyone's speaking English, but then to go to these countries and they're speaking languages that I couldn't understand anything. I actually cried like you did. I cried at one point because I looked at the menu and I was like, I don't know what I am supposed to eat here. Like, I don't know, you don't want to make anyone feel out of sorts because you come to their country, you're not eating their dish. But I didn't know what I was eating. So I was like, I don't know, I was worried. And then they brought chicken out and I was like, yay! For me, it was a culture shock, and after finding out it wasn't chicken, they tricked me. And I was like, don't even tell me what it was. For me, it was chicken. It tastes like chicken because my mind already perceived it was chicken. So for me, that was a great culture shock, and I think it's some experiences that was, there are only 2 of us ever played professional volleyball in my country, and that's me and my best friend. I waited until I was finished at NCCU because I graduated in 2009, and I got my contract in 2010 of January. So I decided, at first I wanted to go play because it was something that I wanted, a goal of mine, but I wanted to wait until I graduated before I go on to the next step, because if I get hurt the first season, I needed something to drop back on. So I decided that I had to get my degree first and then go on.
Great. Kudos to you for that. And I know you have a lot of friends and family back in Barbados who could not be here. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you for all the support that I have received from day one. A lot of my friends obviously came out of volleyball, and they're not only friends that are in Barbados, but friends that are around the world, especially the Caribbean. It's a great honor not only to be representing myself, but to be representing my country. And for me, it was always, and I always made a statement to people, is never what's on your back, because for us, we play with our names on our back. And on our front is normally our flag, our country flag. So I never played for what was on my back, what was on my front. But at NCCU, I played for what was on my back. NCCU was always on my back. And people always, well, some people, a student asked, well, not a student from NCCU, but from a different school, she asked, what's so special about an eagle and playing for an eagle, for the Eagles? I said, as an eagle, I walk with pride. But when I get on the court, my pride has no choice but to be active. And she didn't understand what I meant. I was like, you would never understand because you're just a falcon.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for Hall of Famer Shari Matthews.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.